Hello and welcome to Buddhist Store Global's weekly news highlight. I'm Dr. Justin Whitaker, Senior Correspondent for BDG. This week we highlight the news that a giant Buddha statue has been unveiled in a small town in Iowa. We'll look back at recent BDG news and features about Buddhism in North America and the importance of Buddhist statues around the world, but first the news. A new statue of the Buddha, seated in the Bhumi Sparsha or earth-touching mudra, was unveiled on August 8th at the TDS or Theravada Dhamma Society's temple in Marshalltown, Iowa. The statue is 5.5 meters or 18 feet tall, making it one of the largest Buddhist statues in the United States. 30 monks and thousands of Buddhist followers from across the U.S. gathered at the temple to witness the inauguration of the giant statue. The ceremony began with a religious session from 10 a.m. to noon, followed by vocal and dance performances by TDS performers representing the Burmese, Chin, Karen, and Rakhine ethnic groups. According to Theravada Dhamma Society liaison Tae Tun, the Buddha statue is a symbol of communal unity regardless of individual religious beliefs. The construction of the statue included an accompanying waterfall and bridge, which have taken more than 2 years to complete. Tun approached Marshalltown's largest employer, JBS Marshalltown, for extra resources and manpower to help complete the project. The company provided equipment, technology, funding, and time off work for employees to see the completion of the project. According to JBS Marshalltown General Manager Todd Carl, more than 20% of the company's staff, over 500 employees, are part of the Theravada Dhamma Society community. Carl attended the inauguration ceremony and expressed happiness at being part of the TDS community. Carl added that while JBS Marshalltown was well aware of the local Buddhist community, which has been present in Marshalltown for at least a decade, many ordinary residents remained oblivious to their presence. Marshalltown Mayor Joel Greer, who spoke at the ceremony, said it was a fantastic event and that he was looking forward to seeing how the community grows, describing it as the pride of the community. According to Tun, this Buddha statue should be cherished not only by Buddhists, but also by the wider Marshalltown community, since it inspires faith in followers and reminds everyone of the value of the Buddhist teachings. In 2019, Buddhist Store Global reported on another giant Buddha statue, this one depicting Amitabha Buddha, the Buddha of infinite light, being erected in Alberta, Canada. That Buddha is some 15 meters or 50 feet in height. At the installment ceremony of that Buddha, the Venerable in charge similarly noted that the purpose of the statue is universal, to help us step out of our often stress-filled and depressed lives and to be uplifted by the image of awakening. This motivation and moral encouragement might be most powerful to those who have taken refuge in the Buddha, but it is equally available for people of all faiths or no faith at all. Here in 2021, the power of a Buddha statue can indeed be universal, but how did we get here? Buddhist Store Global guest columnist Jason Rainick wrote for us in 2015 that many scholars have suggested that the Buddha himself prescribed the fashioning and veneration of his image, but there's no clear scriptural evidence for this. Indeed, given the trust that the Buddha placed in his Sangha to self-govern without an appointed successor after his passing, it becomes hard to muster an image of him issuing such a strict prohibition to his soon-to-be orphaned community. While relic worship played an early and important role in both lay and monastic Buddhist devotion, the practices of prostrating or making offerings before a statue of the Buddha were, by modern standards, conspicuously lacking. Perhaps depicting one who had attained nirvana and thus transcending all human categories was inappropriate. If this was the case, what must have begun as a gesture of respect quickly crystallized into a universally observed taboo against depicting the Buddha in human form. Only indirect and suggestive symbolism was used: the Bodhi tree, a footprint, a Dharma wheel. Rainick continues, then, like a deluge after a drought, something changed. Around the beginning of the Common Era, statues of the Buddha began to appear. Probably the earliest images were produced in either Gandhara, situated astride the present-day Afghanistan-Pakistan border, or Mathura in north-central India. In Gandhara, it seems that one factor influencing the development of Buddhist art was Greek culture. As the descendants of Alexander the Great's armies began to embrace the Buddhist teaching, they produced or induced the Sangha to sponsor the production of legions of very Apollo-like statues of the Buddha. The taboo was broken, and a new way of encountering the Buddha was initiated. So, for around 2,000 years, people have been creating, viewing, and venerating statues of the Buddha, as well as bodhisattvas, arahants, and other great figures in the history of Buddhism. Since then, Buddhism and the Buddhist statues have spread around the globe, including to a small city in Iowa and to rural Alberta, Canada. Be sure to check out the recent news article and Jason Rainick's 2015 feature article linked below, and follow Buddhist Store Global for updates on this and related news. Let us know what you think about Buddhism and Buddhist statues around the world in the comments below. And as always, be sure to check out our website, buddhiststore.net, for more on this story as well as other news and features about Buddhism around the world.